Well, Bioshock is a basic first-person shooter, and it's a really amazing game with beautiful story. It's just the way it makes you feel during the game, the way the story gets you through this amazing city called Rapture, and this man named Andrew Ryan is just amazing. And I wanted to tell you guys what this game was about and everything like that.
Look at the bright side. Maybe you'll...
What crawls in my garden?
They told me. Son, you're special.
So you start out as a guy named Jack. You are in a plane and you crash in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and this is the 1960s.
Welcome to Rapture,
and
the world's
go
fastest
down.
growing pilot joke.
You survive the plane crash, so you start swimming out and you see this big lighthouse. You go towards the lighthouse and you step inside. From there you find this thing called a bathysphere, and you go down, and Andrew Ryan tells you what the city was like, how it was, what people did, but now it's just crazy. Everybody's turned into evil people. Nobody's who they are. Everybody's just focusing on this atom and stuff. And the story is basically told with these audio diaries and these ghosts images things, and these in-game videos that come only once in a while. And they're mostly about how Andrew Ryan created Rapture and how he thought it would be, but
I believe in no God, no invisible man in the sky.
obviously it all failed. It's a really great story in a really beautiful city, and the way they connect each character to each other is just amazing. This game is this game was planned as a city, so that means it's going to be really big. There are many different places, like there's an oxygen forest, there's a fishing ground, there's a medical pavilion, there's this place called Fort Frolic, and they all feel totally different. None of them feel like a clone of some other map that they made and just put some new stuff in there, but every place feels new and fresh, and they're really big maps. Like one map is really huge, and so you're walking around and you're trying to find little sisters and trying to find out what happened. When you play, you basically fight these things called splicers. Splicers are the people in this who used to live in the city and are now crazy because they use stuff called Atom. And Atom is this basic type of drug, I guess you could call it. It's like money, and you use it to buy powers to use, and you get this Atom by killing or saving little sisters. And how this works is there are these little sisters that go around the city with these big giant metal bodyguards called Big Daddies, and once you kill the Big Daddy, you have the choice of either harvesting or rescuing the little sister. And this basically means harvesting means you kill the little sister and you take all the Atom from her, or you can save the little sister and take a little bit of Atom, but you save the little sister. And that's where the game really has its idea. So this is a first-person shooter. It's nothing really brand new, but the only thing they have that I've never seen in a first-person shooter are special abilities or powers that you would call them. They're not just generic little powers, but they actually feel like really cool abilities that you can do, like shoot lightning out of your hand or fire or something like that. And you can actually modify each of them, so if you want to focus on ice or something like that, you can add some stuff to your ice ability to make you stronger, like use ice stronger, keep enemies frozen and stuff like that. And usually when you're walking around, there are a few puzzles that you need to use these plasmids with. There are like kind of areas where you need a plasmid to get through, It isn't like where the whole city is open to you, but you have to get a plasmid to continue on to places that you couldn't get to before. But it's mostly a mission kind of way. I know it doesn't really make sense, but it's really, the plasmids are really fun to use, and you can expand them, like I said. The weapons are also upgradable, so when you're going around, you can use your weapons and you can upgrade them using these things called power to the people stations. These are really fun ways to upgrade your weapons and keep the game fresh. Bioshock is a really beautiful game. From the beginning cinema, it really brings you into the world of which you're playing. It really gets you involved in everything that's going on. The audio diaries, the voice acting is
Started
amazing.
to argue with a man, and then I remembered who signed my checks. The only thing worse than a hypocrite is an unemployed one.
They really got the characters and the characteristics of all the people from the city, and it really feels like it's in the 1960s with little jingles from vending machines and the talk of splicers through the city.
This is happening before and none. What?
The little sisters too are really evil looking, and the big daddies are just crazy. And it's just really scary seeing a big daddy walking down the hallway and just waiting for you, and you know, it's kind of scary. But sometimes there are little glitches in the game that don't really ruin it, but are kind of a problem. But it's not really that big of an issue, even though the game looks beautiful. Bioshock is a really great game. It was actually a contender of the year for Game of the Year, and I don't see why it didn't win. The story is just amazing. The way the game makes you choose what you have to do in order to continue is really great. There are two different choices, and this provides replay value for anybody looking to play this game again, and it's just really amazing what they did with this game. I definitely recommend picking it up, either renting or buying. Thanks for watching. You've seen another game review by JJ Game.